She had me call. They're not answering. This is the number. It's not pausing.
Coalition for Family Harmony, how can I help you?
I'm sorry. What did I call?
Coalition for Family Harmony?
Okay, I'm in a domestic violence crisis and I wanted to relocate.
Where are you calling from?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Okay. And how long have you been living in Long Beach?
Maybe like 2 weeks.
Okay. And where are you originally from?
I'm from Texas.
Texas?
Yes.
And do you have, can you tell me a little bit about your situation?
Yeah, the government is involved in my domestic abuse crisis. So they've blackballed me and kept me from shelter, and they forced me out of cities. What is happening is that my abuser gets jealous that I build my life back up. And each time I build my life back up, he derails it and forces me out of locations using the government. So it's bittersweet, that I try to build up a new, build my life back up, and just for him to repeatedly derail it and force me out. And that's what they're doing here in Long Beach.
Okay. Are they, like, stalking you, or how is
They do. They
happening?
stalk and ask for a shelter and all help. They interrupt all help. They have communities conspire with the abuse. I go into restaurants. They ruin my food. A restaurant robbed me the other day. They wouldn't make my food or give me a refund. And they have businesses oppress me when I go in them. They so heavily stalk me. They have people in the community watching me, and they're accomplices. They have my family in fear, and they won't help me either. They hack my phone and have me keep me from legal representation to get a legal remedy on crimes that they've committed to me. The stalking is so heavy that people won't even give me directions. They act psychotic and keep me away from talking to people. Like it'll be a random person that interrupt me speaking to people. Even trying to place orders. They don't want me talking to people, meeting friends, or placing orders, shopping, asking questions. That's how heavily I'm stalked. And then the PD convinces everybody in my environments that abuse like this is okay. To condone it and conspire with it.
I'm so sorry that is occurring to you. Can I get your name? And what is the best number that I can reach you from? Reach you at?
People don't return my calls. Are you refusing to give me information on relocating?
No, I only want your phone number, so in case that the line cuts off, I can
Okay.
give you a call back.
Security. What did you say?
Is it okay if you can provide me with your age or date of birth, please? And for Family Harmony?
This is a coalition for what?
The Coalition for Family Harmony.
Yes, this is my first
Is this
time.
the first time that you have contacted us?
It is.
And how did you hear about us?
I called Su Casa.
Yourself?
I'm not really hurt all the time. It's part of my abuse. It's on purpose. I'm wanting to relocate, yes, and with shelter. You're full. Everyone's full for all these years, so I wanted to relocate. They're violating my rights to shelter and don't want to get caught for doing so. Anywhere on the planet that's not full, but I'm trying to prove to the FBI that the people are violating my rights to shelter with malicious intent. It's a crime. That they're deliberately keeping me from shelter and putting my safety at risk. It's illegal. And you got to prove that that's what's really happening. That I'm being forced into homelessness without a choice by law enforcement. All these years. And if I did finally get shelter, it was abusive, controlled, and they deprived me of all my rights to program services and independent housing. All the only thing that they would allow me to have is abuse, shelter, and food, and minimal things. No programs to get me back on my feet, no help with jobs, all of that, that was sabotage. Counseling, all other services, even the clothing closets were sabotaged.
So you are not being abused by an intimate partner. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't think I told you that. I don't recall telling you that. That it was someone I met online, but it was someone that I met online. That you just proved that someone is initiating my calls.
Oh, I see.
I didn't tell you that I met him online, but I did.
Okay, you met him online.
So that's evidence that someone is manipulating my calls.
Absolutely. Okay. Let me go ahead and put you in a brief hold and let me contact the shelter staff and see if they have availability.
They don't, ma'am. They don't. That's not what I told you that I wanted to relocate.
Okay. So.
And I'm trying to prove that the people that I'm calling are accomplices to my abuse, as they've been all these years.
And I completely understand what you're trying to say.
But that's not what I called for your understanding. I called to relocate. I said that I initiated this call and numerous other calls saying that. And you're violating my rights to be able to relocate with distracting and deflecting and changing topics, like numerous other parties have done.
So you are wanting to relocate?
Yes, because you're full. Everyone's full. I initiated this call asking to relocate. My rights are being violated, and everyone has told to say that they're full, which is a crime. It puts my safety at risk.
So in order for us to possibly assist you in relocating, I do have to contact another department to see if they have...
Okay, that coercive control, ma'am. Go ahead.
So let me go ahead and contact that department.
That's what abusers do when abusers are controlling calls. And look at this. It's just weird. Just this area. I'm just trying to let you see how that party thinks. Look at the trash. The trash in the bathrooms, trash on the beach. It's just how they think. You said you were putting me on hold, ma'am. Are you gonna cover for crimes, or are you putting me on hold?
I'm gonna go ahead and put you on hold.
Okay, well, put me on hold. So, this area. I want you to know how they think. And a duck choked on trying to eat things that was thrown in the beach to upset me. Trying to make it to where you can see it. Just this area. Trying to prove a point. Who has the power? I don't even want you to enjoy the beach. And I have enough power to abuse to enforce that you don't. Over there. He's just standing up over there. So this has been going on ever since I've been forced into homelessness. I know they're committing crimes to keep me from shelter. And I mean, just that their main objective is to leave me in abuse on the other end. They strategize in avenues to not get caught. They go back and alter videos once they get caught in crimes. It won't upload properly, so they cover their tracks. The time now is 7:39. This call has been 13 minutes and 42 seconds. I can't call the police because that's the masterminds of the operation of keeping me violating my rights. Hello?
Hello, Kiana?
Yes.
Thank you for holding, Kiana. So I was able to contact the department that would have possibly assist you with the relocation.
Possibly? Yeah, when it's me, it's possibly. Sure. Okay, go ahead. You're full. Go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are unable to assist you.
I know you're full, ma'am. I already knew that when I initiated the call. I didn't ask you for that. Yeah, I don't have rights. Even though order food and pay for food and get it. I get defrauded. Even when they make my food, they ruin it. That still defrauds me. I'm really not really being heard in this call and numerous other calls ever since I've been forced into homelessness. And this abuse has been escalated out of control. I did say I wanted to relocate because I knew you were scamming, telling me you were full. You just don't want the charge for violating my rights. I didn't ask you for shelter. I knew you were full. I asked you for the opportunity to relocate. And there's women that relocate all the time, and people that relocate them and place them in safe environments. I'm trying to prove to the FBI that I've been deprived of that this whole time. Ever since I've been forced to, they took everything that I had with that kidnapping in Itasca. And Dine Hammer was on the news. People have been lying to me all this time saying that they were full. And when I do get in place, it's in controlled and abusive. So I'm not being heard. You demanded to waste my time to check and see if you were full when I already knew that you were. I wanted to relocate is why I initiated this call.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we are unable to help you relocate, unfortunately.
So you wasted my time? Like everybody else has done all these years, and the police department enforcing people don't help me and still haven't got criminal charges? Hacking my phone, federal charges. It has defrauded me out of funds to keep me from fleeing all you guys' abuse. Year after year, federal charge after federal charge, repeatedly unaddressed. Emotional abuse call to call, each number I dial. And each person that calls me, including my own family. So why are you violating my rights? Because when you call a number for assistance, they don't tell you that they're full and exit the call and violate all the rights to all the other services that you have unless they're con artists. And that is their job description to keep you from fleeing abuse. You'd have to prove that repeatedly keeps happening.
Unfortunately, I'm unaware of the programs that you have contacted before.
So you work there and you're refusing, they denied you any information. You work there and you have no information on what you do there to actually help women since you're full. What happened to all the hotel rooms that you guys used to have and helping them get in other environments? What happened to the safe phones to ensure that you're not talking to con artists and your phones aren't being hacked? What happened to all that help all these years?
Unfortunately, like I said, we are unable to help you relocate. I can provide you with other phone numbers of resources that you might be able to contact.
So let me make sure I understand, because everyone I call is doing this. So you're denying me all your help and you want me to be on this hamster wheel and call other people and be that sadistic. Because I called you, I didn't call them. And everybody else has been doing this all these years. That's abuse. If I wanted to get help from them, I would have called them. I called you for you not to help me. You're violating my rights. And conspiracy to violate rights is a felony. Everyone is going to give me another number like what you just did, and I get nowhere.
Like I said, we are unable to assist you at this time. And I am offering you to provide you with other.
Why are you unable to assist me? Are you a con artist, ma'am?
I am not, but you are calling to seek the assistance to relocate.
I mean, what assistance do you have if you can't help me relocate?
We are only able to provide therapy services, which you mentioned you don't need. We are able to provide.
I mentioned that I didn't need therapy services.
You mentioned that previously you were not needing therapy. Unless you are, I can go ahead and refer you to the therapy program.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand, because everyone protects my abuser that I've called all these years. So you have to protect the man, and the only thing that you can do is give me therapy, and you have to protect the abuser, because everyone's doing it. You don't want him to have any accountability. You have to protect him like PD. And the only thing coercive control you can do is give me therapy, but you will not help me flee this man, period. Like no one else will, not including my own family. Is that what you're saying?
I am saying we are unable.
I'm just really not being heard. It sounds like you're protecting this man like everywhere else I've called.
You can go ahead and call law enforcement if you believe.
But
that
you're a
this
domestic violence organization.
person
What's the
is
relevancy of
trying
being
to
a domestic violence organization if you're protecting the abuser?
I am not saying I am protecting the abuser.
Well, what do you do to help with the help a woman flee abuse? Outside of just giving her therapy, mental health treatment.
We provide shelter, but at the moment we are full. We are at capacity.
So you're protecting the abuser. What did you give me feedback on protection orders? Did you tell me the system? Did you give me information on the safe phone?
I can go ahead and provide you information.
Are you advocating for me? Or are you checking? Are you picking to see what I know? And if I don't know it, then you won't give me feedback like everywhere else I've called? That's not advocacy. If you're trying to check and see what I know, and if I don't know it, you're not telling me.
No, absolutely. I can provide you information in regards to the restraining order if that's what you would like.
So you're forcing me to do it on my own, excluding me from business services other women get? So you want me to do it on my own and not get your help?
Ma'am, I am asking you at this moment.
But I think there's a disconnect, because domestic violence organizations provide advocacy. They don't pick to see what you know and then try to entrap you and keep you from giving you the services that they offer.
Absolutely. So
if that's absolutely, then why are you doing it? Like everywhere else I've called.
Are you interested in receiving information of restraining orders and their process?
Okay, so you're forcing me to do it on my own, and you're going to continue to cover for the abuser?
If you would like information on how to go about that.
Okay, I didn't verbalize myself properly. How do you help? How do you help women flee abuse and their abuser? It appears to me that you are covering for my abuser like everywhere else I've called. I'm trying to prove it, that he is behind these calls and the government, which are federal charges. I believe that you're a con artist protecting my abuser and the government.
Okay. And it is okay if you feel like that.
Well, prove me wrong. What services do you offer to help me flee abuse and have help my abuser get accountability?
So at this moment, like I said, we do provide shelter services.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. This is condescending. It's abusive emotionally. If I ask you how to get my abusers accountability and you're speaking about shelter, that's abuse. Call to call, state to state. My question was, why do you not want my abuser to get accountability, and who told you that it was an online relationship? And I just called you.
You told me that this person was talking to you online. I didn't ask
I don't recall telling you that. And they do change the audio to cover for crimes.
Okay, ma'am. So if this is a crisis line, I am.
And I'm in a crisis, and you're depriving me of crisis help to protect this man, like numerous other locations have done. You don't want him getting accountability for his actions.
But you are unable to.
You're gaslighting me, and you blaming me for you covering for the abuser.
I'm telling you that we are able to provide shelter, but we are full at the moment.
I didn't ask you if you were full because I knew you were. I'm not being heard. That's not what I asked you about. I didn't initiate this call 25 minutes ago, and I'm trying to prove that someone likes wasting my time. I didn't initiate this call 20. You won't let me speak to tell you why I called. I go order food and can't get it.
So we are a crisis line.
And I'm in a crisis, right? And I'm in a crisis that's serious because it involves law enforcement and everybody else in my environment, aiding and abetting and including my own family. Not a lot of women have to endure that. That's serious. And businesses, restaurants, shelters.
Okay, can I have a moment?
You've had numerous moments. You've had 25 minutes to waste my time. I'm not really being heard. The thing that I requested from you was a place to relocate, and you said that you can't help relocate, and you have no knowledge of anyone else that can on the planet. I didn't ask you about shelter. I knew that you were full 25 minutes ago.
Well, that is the only programs that we have.
Well, why would you waste 25 minutes of my time if you knew you couldn't help me relocate? You lied to me. You told me that if
calling the hotline.
You lied. You said that you had to check and see with shelter, and then you're trying to cover for your behavior and won't let me speak like what they do in person. And then you're trying to gaslight me and blame me for your behavior. That's emotional abuse. That's narcissistic. That's abusive.
I apologize for that.
But you won't let me speak, ma'am. At 25 minutes ago, I told you that I wanted to relocate, and then you demanded to feedback on shelter that I didn't want. You won't let me speak, ma'am. 25 minutes ago, this could have been resolved if you would have let me speak and listen to me. I knew that you were full. I didn't ask you for shelter. And you're not listening to me as a strategy to violate my rights like numerous other parties. This is strategies that numerous people use in arguments to keep me from my rights in person and on the phone. It's emotionally abusive.
Thank you.
You got caught in your lies, so now you have to exit, and that's what they do in person and on the phone. That's what they did at the restaurant, strategized to defraud me out of funds for that food I purchased. So she didn't want me to speak like numerous other parties when I was trying to communicate. She said that she had to check and see if it was shelter, if they had shelter, even though I didn't want it. Then we got the person with the music. It never fails. She had to check and see if it was shelter before she could relocate me. And then after wasting 30 minutes of my time, now she can't relocate. That's the number, and my phone isn't pausing. I don't know if you can see it. That's the number right there. 28 minutes. My phone's covering for it. There it goes. 28 minutes. In fact, all these years.